Go. Yali ho everyone. I, Mohammad Yakin Mir, on behalf of the Calorex organization, warmly welcome the presence of respected Mr. Manoj Tanna, who completed his graduation, diploma in business management, marketing management from MS University, Baroda. He has been associated in the field of education for many years. He was the president of Rotary Club of Mundra for the year of 2020 to 21 and has recently grabbed 24 awards for the best service, including the best club of Mundra also. It's not a cup of tea for everyone. और इसके लिए मुझे एक शेर याद आता है, तभी तो इतने अवार्ड्स मिले हैं। 24 अवार्ड्स मिलना कोई छोटी बात नहीं है। और इसीलिए एक शेर अर्ज करता हूं कि मिटा दे अपनी हस्ती को अगर कुछ मर्तबा चाहे, मिटा दे अपनी हस्ती को अगर कुछ मर्तबा चाहे, कि दाना खाक में मिलकर गुले गुलजार होता है. As the resource person for the exclusive topic adapting to the changing education scenario, we welcome you, sir. Calorex Group, the pioneer organization which believes in shaping global learning, combining the elements of global attributes with local values and beliefs to delegate education through the relentless aspiration and endeavors. We welcome you, sir, on this Facebook Live. Calorex Public School Mundra, which was established in the year 2008, has been able to position itself among the leading school in Mundra, Kutch, Gujarat, through quality education and world-class infrastructure facilities. The two-storied building provides an exemplary ambience for different kinds of activities. The school provides state-of-the-art infrastructure and eminence supported by the commitment and experience of the trained faculty members. The building accommodates spacious and well-ventilated classrooms equipped with smart boards, activity rooms, and library and computer labs. Sports playground and activity are an integral part of the school campus. Here, the ultimate measures of a man is not where he stands in moments of comforts and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Our honorable गेस्ट मिस्टर तना, बड़ी जहमत उठा के आप तशरीफ लाए हैं, बड़ी जहमत उठा के आप तशरीफ लाए हैं. फूल क्या चीज है यहाँ पे, हम अपना दिल बिछाएंगे. So he is going to share his ideas on the topic of adapting to the changing education scenario. Sir, in recent times, education has seen a significant revolution. Being an educator, I observe these changes through the academic year 2020 and 21. The school moved from the campus to the homes because of online classes. What are your views about these drastic changes?
Sir, first of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Calorex Public School for inviting me as a guest to your webinar. You're right, sir. Due to the spread of COVID-19 all over the world, the entire school campus has shifted to house, and perhaps this is the need of the hour. The deadly and infectious disease coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, has deeply infected the global economy. This tragedy has also shaken up the education sector, and this fear is likely to resonate across the education sector globally. The COVID-19 pandemic outbreak forced many schools and colleges to remain closed temporarily. Several areas are affected worldwide, and there is a fear of losing this whole ongoing semester or even more in the coming future. Various schools, colleges, and universities have discontinued in-person teaching. As per the assessment of the researchers, it is uncertainty to get back to normal teaching anytime soon, as social distancing is pinned at this stage. This will have negative effects on learning opportunities. Educational units are struggling to find options to deal with this challenging situation. Sir, these circumstances make us realize that scenario planning is an urgent need for academic institutions. This is a situation that demands humanity and unity. There is an urgent need to protect and save our students, faculty, academic staff, communities, societies, and the nation as a whole. Several arguments are associated with e-learning: accessibility, affordability, flexibility, learning pedagogy. Lifelong learning and policy are some of the arguments related to online pedagogy. It is said that online mode of learning is easily accessible and can even reach to rural and remote areas. It is considered to be a relatively cheaper mode of education in terms of the lower cost of transportation, accommodation, and the overall cost of institution-based learning. Flexibility is another interesting aspect of online learning. A learner can schedule or plan their time for completion of courses available online. Combining face-to-face lectures with technology gives rise to blended learning and flipped classrooms. This type of learning environment can increase the learning potential of the students. Students can learn anytime and anywhere, thereby developing new skills in the process, leading to lifelong learning. The government also recognizes the increasing importance of online learning in this dynamic world. The severe explosion of coronavirus disease can make us add one more argument in terms of online learning. That is, online learning serves as a panacea in the time of crisis. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable input. Malcolm said, education is the passport to the future. For more tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for today. Thank you, sir. My next question to you is, the hybrid education culture is here to stay. The normal only physical class is no longer a reality. What is your opinion on the same?
Sir, hybrid education culture, virtual or online learning provides various channels such as mail, online chat, and video conferences through which students and instructors can interact with each other. In the classroom, there is only one channel to communicate with each other. Many students have a visual memory and seem to learn more willingly and are interested in online modes of teaching. Virtual learning is opted these days due to the shutdown of schools and institutions. It is beneficial to an extent because it does not require waking up early. There is no fear of getting scolded, and one can study in a comfortable manner. But a teacher-student relationship can be best established in a classroom only. The interaction and the questions a student asks the instructor in the class cannot happen in an online interaction. Virtual learning offers a good substitute to classroom learning in the time of emergency, but it cannot replace the classroom. Classroom learning still remains the main option as discipline can be taught through it, and it is a better mode of imparting education and knowledge. Both virtual learning and classroom lessons have their own importance. In this time of pandemic, virtual learning is more important so that the education of children is not hindered. Classrooms are important as the children sit together and concentrate on a particular topic. They are able to learn new skills in such an environment, and the teachers have their full attention. Thus, in my opinion, both forms of teaching have their own place. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Nice. Benjamin Franklin said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. My next query to you, sir, is national education policy has been introduced and the implementation process has started. How do you think the NEP will have an impact on the teaching fraternity?
Sir, The National Education Policy introduced this year by the Government of India will have a huge positive impact on the learning system and the learning outcomes in the coming years. This will change the way we look at education and is here to stay for our children in the days to come. If implemented successfully and with thought, the NEP can transform the education system in India, making our child more empowered for the future. The National Education Policy 2020 is based on the pillars of access to education to all the students, irrespective of their geographical location, equity amongst all the teaching fraternity along with the students' body, quality, quality of teaching and curriculum transaction will have to undergo a complete change to make it more effective. Affordability, looking at the making education affordable to all the students from various levels of the society and creating a sense of equality among everyone, for which they have reached out to all the educators all across India for their valuable suggestions and inputs. And accountability, where not only the students but the schools, teachers, as well as the parents are accountable for the child's learning process. Firstly, the NEP aims to make students independent learners and most importantly, self-reliant when it comes to academics and other co-curricular areas. The NEP ensures that it gives a holistic approach to the education system in India. As a school, we are constantly striving to make students learn beyond the textbook, understand the concept, and to be able to apply knowledge. The NEP also focuses on developing education standards in remote areas and in the villages where the students are not as privileged those in the cities. The NEP is strongly devising method to make education more accessible while also providing the access to technology which can help students become self-reliant. Thank you, sir.
Wow, wonderful. Well explained, sir. Excellent. Thank you, sir. Very good. John Holt said, learning is not the product of teaching. Learning is the product of the activity of learners. Sir, my next query is about in the current scenario, how has the expectation of students and parents changed? What are the apprehensions faced by them?
Sir, according to the study, the most important goal that Indian parents have for their children is that they build successful career in their adult life. This is the ultimate goal of for 51% of the Indian parents surveyed. However, Indian parents emerge almost at the top when it comes to the higher education qualifications they aspire for their children. In fact, the survey shows that 91% of the Indian parents wanted their children to have at least an undergraduate degree, or more 88% wanted them to secure a master's or even higher degree. In contrast, only 60% of the parents in the United States wanted their children to get an undergraduate degree or more, while only 31% targeted as a master or higher degree. Similarly, the preference for international university education is valued very high. Thanks.
Very good, sir. Thank you, sir. You have very well explained. My next important and relevant query to you, sir. What are your suggestions for a well-balanced approach to imbibe the educational and technological developments in the current scenario?
Sir, technology plays a vital role in every sphere of life, and education is no exception. The advent of technology has deeply impacted the education scene. It has made learning easy and interesting. The role of technology in education has been an important question since the potential of computer technology to transfer Skinner's teaching modules recognized in the 1960s. It remains an important issue today with debates about the impact of technology on our society. The implications of quick and easy online access to information for knowledge and learning, and the effect of technology on young people's social, emotional, and physical development frequently in the news. It is therefore important to take look of what we know about the impact of digital technology on education from what we have learned over the last 50 years. The educational technology can be defined as systematic application of scientific or other organized knowledge to practical tasks. Therefore, educational technology is based on theoretical knowledge from different disciplines: communication, psychology, sociology, philosophy, artificial intelligence, computer science, etc. Plus experimental knowledge from educational practice. It is the use of technology to improve education or a systematic process for designing instruction or training used to improve performance. Educational technology is sometimes also known as instructional technology or learning technology. Impact of educational technology modern day: students not only have computer to help them with their schoolwork, they also use the internet for research, while teachers use technology to enhance their lesson. Technology has revolutionized the field of education. The importance of technology in schools cannot be ignored. In fact, with the onset of computer in education, it has become easier for teachers to impart knowledge and for students to acquire it. The use of technology has made the process teaching and learning all the more enjoyable. Modern day students not only have computer to help them with their schoolwork, they also use the internet for research, while teachers use technology to enhance their lessons. If a school library is outdated or lacking in a selection of titles, a student might find it difficult to compile the necessary research for an essay or research paper. As long as the school has a computer lab, students are able to use the internet and digital encyclopedias to obtain the research they need. Many schools use software like Encyclopedia Britannica to help students do research. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Truly, you said is very, very truly, sir. Here, Sidney J. Harris said that the whole purpose of education is to turn mirrors into windows. A big thank you for making us understand the topic of adapting to the changing education scenario. अगर सर ये टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं होती तो उसके जैसी बात हो जाती कि अगर तुम न होते. Words are less really to show my gratitude towards you, sir. I vote to endless and sacrifice efforts taken by you, sir. Thank you again, sir. And at the end, here, आप भी education में, we are also one of the part of education. ठीक है? तो क्यों ना कुछ लम्हे, कुछ यादें, कुछ हम करें, कुछ आप करें, ऐसे कहते हैं ना कि together we can change the world, together we can challenge the world. और 15 अगस्त भी आ रही है, तो कुछ और हो जाए, तो इसके लिए
यकीन सर, I would like to add few. ये जीवन जो है, जो ईश्वर ने हमें जो दिया है, एकमात्र जीवन, ये जीवन देने का नाम है सर, लेने का नाम नहीं है. और मैं ऐसा सोचता हूँ, एजुकेशन एक ऐसा फील्ड है जिसमें आप जितना चाहे भर भर के किसी का जीवन, है ना, किसी का जीवन बना के हम पुण्य का लगातार काम कर सकते हैं. आपके हाथ से जीवन बन जाना, इससे बड़ा आशीर्वाद और क्या हो सकता है. तो हम एजुकेशन फील्ड में एज ए टीचर जितना भी कम करें वो शायद कम होगा, है ना. ये आशीर्वाद देने का सबसे बड़ा माध्यम है.
तो इसके लिए मैं कुछ देश के लिए हमें कुछ करना है, तो मैं एक यहाँ पे सॉन्ग प्रस्तुत करता हूँ।
Please, sir.
अपना कर्म क्या है, मैं आप भी एजुकेशन में भी हूँ, तो मैं एक सॉन्ग प्रेजेंट करता हूँ। मेरा करे माँ तू तेरा करे माँ मैं, मेरा सब कुछ तू तेरा सब कुछ मैं। आ, 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 हरे कर्म अपना करेंगे, हरे कर्म अपना करेंगे, हे वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया है, जान भी देंगे, हे वतन तेरे लिए
बहुत खूब,
दिल
बहुत खूब।
दिया है, जान भी देंगे, हे वतन तेरे लिए।
बहुत
थैंक यू वेरी
अच्छा,
मच सर,
बहुत
थैंक यू।
खूबसूरत।
आपने हमारे साथ थोड़ा, मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका शुक्रगुजार हूँ। थैंक यू वेरी
मैं
मच सर,
कैलडॉस
थैंक यू वेरी
पब्लिक
मच,
स्कूल का भी तहे दिल से शुक्रगुजार हूँ, where you have
थैंक यू
invited
वेरी
me.
मच,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
नाइस नाइस, वेरी नाइस, थैंक यू।